Alright, what's going on, guys? It is your boy TKD10 back here with PlayStation Source, and quick off before we start, a big huge shout out to all you guys supporting the Ghost of Tsushima content. It's been great to see a lot of people supporting the podcast Road to Ghost of Tsushima and the other videos that we've been making as well on the channel. I very much love to see it. Thank you guys. But Ghost of Tsushima is out in just a week, and although we will be doing a Ghost of Tsushima stream series, I'm sure a lot of you will be playing the game for yourselves. And while we'll all be playing as Jin fighting back against the Mongol invasion and eventually becoming the Ghost of Tsushima, we'll all do it in different ways and look different as well, with all the ways that we'll be able to customize Jin as a character. So with that being said, we're taking a deeper dive and look at how customization will be implemented from not only an aesthetic standpoint but a physical standpoint as well, with armor and combat as well to take into account. So without further ado, let's go over Ghost of Tsushima's character customization in full. So first up, let's talk about the armor in the game. So Sucker Punch wants the player to be able to utilize the playstyle they choose, whether to be bold like a samurai or stealthy like a ghost. Always remember, kids, stealthy is healthy. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have been fans of the stream series I've been doing over the channel, and you know, whatever game I'm playing, I always at least first choose the stealthy route because of course stealthy is healthy. But beside that point, with the player being able to choose how they want to approach a different enemy scenario, they have made it so that armor you choose will help you fine-tune and double down on that chosen playstyle. As we've seen in the trailer, there's a ton of different looking armor that looks dope as hell, from varying layers of armor, multiple thicknesses of armor, headbands to hats. It all looks super diverse, and I doubt two players will ever look the same in Ghost of Tsushima. Even the bulky type of really thick armor that I usually wouldn't ever sway to looks kind of good in this game too. You know, like I probably still rock the sleek and overall more like mobile look, more like Ghost of Tsushima-esque type of look to it. Even the bulky stuff looks pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But along with the different looking pieces of armor, they will all have unique abilities and stats as well. Who knows how different the stats and abilities will vary from armor to armor, but I presume it'll be stronger stats like durability and movement speed for higher ranking armor, and more effective passive abilities the higher the rank is on a given armor piece, etc. One thing I'm wondering as well is about going back to the game's dedication to realism. I wonder if bulkier armor will affect your ability to attack quickly, as in bulkier armor will slow you down as a bit, as opposed to the sleeker, more nimble looking armor, which will be more quicker for attacks. And maybe the hypothetical trade-off there would be that the bulkier armor, while slow, might cause the enemy to be stunned on impact when they land a blow on that armor and allow you to get a hit in, as opposed to the sleeker armor that generally will probably be easier to break. Even though you're faster, enemies could probably land more hits on you very effectively. So maybe that could be the trade-off there, but who knows? That was just my guess, guys. Let me know what you guys in the comments below. What are you guys' thoughts on like how they can make differences in terms of bulkier and sleeker armor? Let me know your thoughts down below. But players can get the Hero of Tsushima skin set, which does come with really cool stuff like an additional in-game horse, saddle, mask, sword, and armor set for Jin, but you have to pre-order the deluxe, special, or collector's edition of the game to be able to get access to that Hero of Tsushima skin set. Oh man, and boys, I'm not gonna lie, man, this skin set right here, this is calling my name. It has that blue and gold to it. You know I love that blue and gold, guys. You know I love it. So man, this is the styling I was talking about. Like, I was going to make like, you know, of course my Jin have some sort of blue and yellow accents and colors to it like I do with every other character in any video game that's ever existed. But man, this one looks hot. This one looks fire. However, aside from that, we will also be able to upgrade our weapons and armor via vendors across the open world. This was shown in a tweet a few weeks ago, and I just put it up here on screen right now. And so this is where you will be able to trade in resources like bamboo and yew wood to be able to upgrade your armor and different stuff like that. So pretty cool to see that that is implemented in the game as well. But then most importantly, guys, which are you going for? Are you going for a more like bulky type of armor look, a more sleek type of armor look? What color scheme you're going for? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, because I definitely do want to know. I want to know how you guys will be designing your Jin. Maybe we might do, hey, like a top 10 base character customizations on the channel. If you guys want to see that, let me know your support. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me see what you guys think about that idea. Now, next up here, a big part of the armor is, of course, the charms, which we did go over a few of these during last week's Road to Ghost of Tsushima, where we went over what you could find in the open world. And one of these things that you can find in the open world, spoiler alert, is these charms. Make sure to go check out that Road to Ghost of Tsushima Tsushima episode. If you guys miss it, there's a card right here on top of the screen. If you're on YouTube, click that and you'll be able to go to that road to Ghost of Tsushima episode if you did miss it. But I wanted to have a more in-depth discussion on the charms you can find in the game. These charms are actually called Omamori charms, and they're found in the open world as you explore it, like I said before. And these charms will grant you different enhancements and passive abilities to give you the edge when in combat. However, the charms are broken down into different types of charms as well, something I think I missed when I first talked about these charms on the channel, but I did want to relay here. The known types of charms currently are defense, stealth, utility, and offensive charms as well. Not like offensive like it's offensive, but like offense charm. I'm done. And when we look at which charms are tied to these types, it becomes very apparent that they provide a specific benefit pertaining to the type of charm that it's assigned to. For example, first we have the charm of Okunanushi, which is a defensive type which slowly recovers health while out of combat. We next up have a charm of Toxic Demise, which ends up being a stealth type of charm where it allows wind chimes that are in use to release poison vapors that kill enemies who pick them up. And lastly here, the one that was detailed, we do have charm of Unseen Respite, which falls in the utility type of charm, and it does allow for smoke bombs to restore 25% of your health. And so in that sense, you can really see how like the type of the charm is going to overall generally kind of give you a vague idea of what it will be benefiting in terms of, you know, utility, offense, defense, and stealth as well. But where things get really spicy with the charms is that while the Seiya play never scroll to these other charms below, the charm of Ferocity could be more powerful stealth attacks, or even a higher chance of getting a one-hit kill maybe from an enemy that is facing in the opposite direction. Maybe that could be what it is. Also, one thing to note here is that it looks like you can find multiples of the same charm, with the charm of Ferocity having 2 of the same kinds on the list. So maybe there will be a way to break them down for resources. Who knows? That's just my short idea I had there. But let me know what you guys see in the comments below. What do you guys think you could use multiple charms for? The charm of Bludgeoning, I think is how you say that word. I don't know. I think the charm of Bludgeoning could be for faster attacks with a heavy weapon, going off of the definition of bludgeoning being, quote, to beat someone repeatedly with a bludgeon or other heavy objects, which is, man, that's violent. That is very violent. Or maybe this charm could also be used to counteract the hypothetical slower attack movements of a player with a heavier armor set that I came up with before. Maybe this could be what that's alluding to. Like maybe you'll be able to counteract that, you know, hypothetical slow attack speed with heavier armor. Maybe, I don't know. That's just what I was thinking. Let me know in the comments below. But then there's the charm of Dual Destruction, which, man, I cannot believe I didn't see this one, because this could mean that we will get dual blades in Ghost of Tsushima, which I'm not sure if it fits historically, and it's certainly not a samurai type of weapon, but man, it is cool. However, what's super interesting is that there's 2 different types of these charms, the charm of Dual Destruction 1 and 2. This could be tied to how one can upgrade charms in a similar way with vendors that they will be in the open world for us to upgrade armor and weapons. Maybe in different areas of the world there's better charms, or maybe combining 2 of the same charm that we saw earlier on in the video could mean that you could combine them to create that first iteration and second iteration out of that. Maybe that's how they're going to go about it. Who knows? What do you guys think in the comments below? Let me know your thoughts, because I think it's really cool out there are going to be multiple different charms. Or maybe, you know, simply this player just upgraded one of the charm of Dual Destruction that he has, and maybe he just upgraded to that tier 2. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts. However, also you can acquire the charm of Akhman's Favor by pre-ordering the deluxe, special, or collector's edition of the game as well. But most importantly, guys, which charms piqued your interest? What do you guys want to see in terms of charms? Do you have any charm ideas? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Next up here, let's talk about the techniques. So we haven't gotten a ton of information about techniques, but they will surely be vital to the player in Ghost of Tsushima. Techniques are acquired via technique points, with 1 given to you if you pre-order the deluxe, special, or collector's edition of the game as well. But as your legend grows from the Wandering Samurai to the Legend of the Ghost, which you can check this little diagram on the map screen on the game, you'll develop new techniques that gradually conform Jin to being not only a samurai but the ghost as well. You can also decide how these techniques grow and evolve over time, and pretty much in lame terms, how I broke it down is that you rank up and progress throughout the game. More skills are available for you to unlock or upgrade skills that are the ways of the ghost, and the choice choice comes from it being a skill tree type of format, I'm assuming. And so it looks like you'll be able to do that in pretty much any other game that is out there on the market. It's pretty much a very similar system that we've had in a bunch of other games before. However, the last bit I did want to talk about is what I'm hoping for the game in terms of character customization and different aspects like that. So this last bit mainly is going to talk about how I hope a feature from Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes to Ghost of Tsushima, which is the ability to equip an armor but not only change its color but its physical appearance to another piece of armor that you have in your inventory while still retaining the first armor's stats for Jin. So for example, I know that's probably really confusing, but I want level 35 armor stats while being able to equip the styling and body and physical appearance of a level 28 armor, let's say. That way it goes beyond changing just the color of the armor and the armor itself, but being able to change the physical appearance of the armor and really fine tune that, you know, style that you may have in a armor set that is a weaker armor than what you're at right now level wise, but you can still use that styling by equipping that physical appearance and physical style to a higher tier armor. I would love to see that get implemented. They brought it into Assassin's Creed Odyssey a few months after release, and I love the way they implemented it. It was very smooth. It works really great, and I really hope that that does come to Ghost of Tsushima in the future. It hasn't been confirmed yet. I don't think so. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. I would like to see it come though, nonetheless. With that, it's pretty much all I got for this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the way that you can customize your character as Jin in Ghost of Tsushima. What will you be doing armor wise? What charm ideas do you have? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that join button if you want to be a member of the channel, become a king member, and support me and support PlayStation Source as a whole. Link below in the description, or follow that join button that is next to the subscribe button. And also, while you're down there, make sure to follow our Twitter, our Discord, as well as our Anchor link to listen to long form content and podcast format. That, of course, being Road to Part 2 and Road to Ghost of Tsushima. Like if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.